first camera. Don't look like a ton of deer have been coming through here, but we just got recent snow, so maybe that's what's blocking the tracks. I don't know. It looks like maybe 2 or 3 deer. One good set of tracks. Let's check his camera. Hey folks, Jeff here and Archie. We're February 22nd. It's about 37, 38 degrees. Getting cabin fever, so we're gonna go check a camera out here and see if some of these bucks have dropped yet that were showing up. And we're gonna go on a little hike, maybe find some sheds or whatever happens. We're gonna get some exercise and we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna learn something about these deer. Every time I go out, I learn something new, right? So let's get out there and let's see what we can find. All right, Archie, let's go this way. Let's go back towards the truck. I did have a camera here, but I think I grabbed it. I had 12, 13, 11, something like that. But I move them around all the time, so it's kind of hard to keep track of them. But there's quite a bit more snow here than what I really want to mess around in. I think there's some other spots that are more south facing that heat up a little bit earlier, and obviously that's where I think the deer will be focused, because it heats up a little more, along with, you know, it melts the snow so they can get to the food. But there were some good bucks coming through here. Not to say they're in here anymore. Gotta focus on the food, that's about it. Find the food, find the deer. Find the big bucks, bobbies. Now, I'm not so sure that I'll find anything in here, but last year I hiked a little bit of this and I didn't find any, but I found a few that were not far from here, and there were some pretty good bucks coming through here. So I guess all we gotta do is just get lucky. But I mean, those are bunny tracks, but up there's a set of deer tracks that goes up through here, and these deer are filtering through here. There's another set of tracks coming down into this. There's some pines down in there, so they like to go down in there, I'd imagine, because it's a little bit warmer down in those pine trees. I just thought we'd go down through here, scour along this edge where they kind of funnel through here, and maybe we'll get lucky and pick up a big old shed. Oh, excuse me. 30-some degrees. I'm about over this damn weather. It's supposed to warm up a little bit the next week, so hopefully we'll get some snow melt here. Get rid of some of this coldness, because I'm over it. It needs to warm up soon. I'm ready for spring. Shoot some bow. Do some summer projects. Deer coming through here. That's another reason that I do like scouting in the winter. Not only can you see the activity a lot more clear, but it shows you where the hidden food sources are. And these are pretty fresh. Where the hidden food sources are, and where these deer like to go when they get a little pressure onto them. You can learn a lot. You can learn a ton this time of year. There's a hell of a trail going down through here and a hell of a trail going out through here. I think I'm going to make a loop, kind of zigzag. There's a spot down in there that I really want to check, that I had some pretty good bucks coming through early on. Archie, where's the big bucks at? Where's the big bucks at, Archie? You finding any big bucks? You looking for big bucks, Bobbies? I was gonna lay around and do nothing today. And getting lazy in my old age. Just turned 51 here last week. Still getting it till I can't. I like hunting these brush lots, these little transitions. And you can see, like, out through here, it's pretty brushy up through here, right? And you go down in there 75 yards, 50 yards, and it opens up into some hardwoods and then some pine transitions. I always like to hunt the edges. Deer seem to like to funnel through those transition areas, in my experience. There's a hell of a trail coming right up through there. It's hard to hunt right in this stuff unless you're in a ground blind or something, and that makes it quite difficult. But like this right here, you got a cross trail that goes that way and that way. This would be a perfect spot to put a camera, one of those 360s. I could probably get in that popple tree right there, but then you can't shoot through this. There's no way to hunt it unless you're hunting from the ground. There's some pretty good rubs down through there. Some historic rubs too on these aspen or popples, whatever they are. That one's not rubbed, but this one looks like it's been hit a little bit. Historic rub. This would be a good spot to find a shed, I would think. That's a pretty big set of tracks coming up out. Archie, find the big bucks. Find the big bucks, Bobbies. There's 2 bucks in here that I would like to find their sheds. Just looks like a lot of deer's been right through here. You can see them. Maybe from this, excuse me, this down tree, maybe the tops, but it looks like it's dead. I don't think they would want to eat the dead top, but maybe. trail coming off that bench right there. Coming right down through here. I would say this would be a pretty promising spot. Everything looks pretty good right here. But there's the creek over there. So where they cross that gully, a lot of times when they're going downhill, they're putting pressure, right? And it's abruptly hitting their feet and giving that inertia to drop those antlers when they're going downhill versus going uphill, especially if they're running. Find the deer sheds, Archie. Find them. Find the deer sheds. We gotta be getting close. We gotta be getting close to one. This just looks really, really good right through here. But you gotta go slow. You gotta look around. It's like picking morels. When I pick morels, I'll walk in a direction for a little ways, 20 yards, and I'll stop and I'll turn around and take a knee and look at it from a different angle, and that's usually when I find them. There's the big bucks, Bobbies. Find the big bucks. It's a nice buck rub. Alright, there's like 4 or 5 beds right in here. Okay. So we struck out the first time, first spot. We're back in this other brush lot. Now, I found a shed or 2 back in here last year. So I thought Archie and I would take a little hike